Hey guys, this is Jason
This is
Douglas.
Adam MacArthur, voice of Yuji Itadori.
This is Derek Snow, the voice of Shinra Kusakabe.
This is Phil Parsons, voice of Kenny the Ripper Ackerman.
It's Merc Nguyen. You're watching Voice of the Heroes. Take it away, Fleeboy.
What's good, everybody? You already know who it is and what it is. And if you don't, it's the one and only one, Fleeboy Jetson. And you're watching Voice of the Heroes podcast. So if you're tuning in for the first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming interviews or discussions with your favorite heroes and villains from around the world. And today we got a very special guest. He's voiced characters in shows like Baki, Demon Slayer, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Boruto, My Happy Marriage, Delicious in Dungeon, FriendZSpace, games like Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, Pokemon Masters, and so much more. Let's welcome Cedric L. Williams to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming on. Now, all right, I got to kick off the show with asking you this question, right? Because you was in probably one of my favorite single seasons of anime of all time. Like when I sat down and started watching episode 1, I did not get up until this whole season was completely done. And that is The Promised Neverland, right? Tell us about the first season, why people feel like it's one of the best seasons in anime, and then tell us a little what happened with the second season.
Okay, so Promised Neverland, it starts off like, your average, it starts off like with these orphans. It seems really normal, nothing out of the ordinary. And then there's a twist at the end that you totally do not expect. I don't want to spoil it, but it deals with demons. And then they find out that their whole life was a lie. So how the setup is, you see these like orphans and they're training for something, like they're like running outside, they're doing these tests to test their intelligence, and you don't know why they're doing it. And they're like, oh, okay, they all have numbers on their necks, they all wear these like white outfits, and then you see like them getting adopted. You're like, okay, it's a cute little anime with nothing out of the ordinary there. And then like at the end, the twist, and that's when it starts to go downhill. And then it becomes a story of escape and panic and coming together as a family and using your skills to escape and trying to figure out like how this happened and like why that your life has been a lie this whole time. So yeah, that's why it was so great of a show. And then season two, they went a little bit different than the manga. I'm not gonna say that is bad because I love every show that I've been a part of. Um, you know, it could have gone longer than 2 seasons. I was actually expecting it to go longer than 2 seasons. Um, and yeah, it was it was fun to see my character grow. I play Don, by the way, if you guys didn't know. He starts off as a brat, jealous of is it Norman? Yeah, he's jealous of Norman. He's just so like then he eventually in the middle of the season finds out that he just wants to be useful. He wants to be in the know. He wants to help his siblings. And so he grows up to be a strong young man throughout the season 1, and then season 2 he starts to grow into himself.
Yeah, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Season 1 was probably one of the greatest anime seasons I have ever seen in my life. And personally, I do feel like they dropped the ball season 2 because they kind of strayed away from the manga. And I think that's
Yeah.
what people was kind of expecting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's what kind of threw people off. But still in all, if you have not seen this anime, The Promised Neverland, I beg you to go check it out. You're gonna love all the performances. Like he said, the twist towards the end is probably one of the greatest plot twists in anime history. Check it
Hey,
out.
let's go.
I promise y'all, you ain't gonna think I'm hyping it, man. Because I do hype a lot, man. But that's because I'm easy to please. There's a lot of great media out there. Now, I do want to congratulate you and everybody that worked on Delicious in Dungeon for being nominated for Anime of the Year. Um, But there was also a few other animes that was nominated that it won against some real heavy hitters like Frieren, Solo Leveling, which cleared the anime awards with like 9 awards. Dan to Dan, Kaiju number 8. Man, so many great animes. What was your favorite going into the awards?
Like out of those choices that you just said,
Yeah, which one did you enjoy the most?
I mean, other than Delicious in Dungeon, I do love Freyren, and because I really like how I love the main character. I love her journey and just the fact that she's an immortal, this elf that lives forever, and she sees the people around her dying, and she has to keep on like, you know, just living these different lives, and she's seeing the world change around her, but she doesn't change. So that I really like Freyren.
Yeah, that was definitely true. To be honest with you, I thought that was gonna be the winner.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that was gonna be the one. Now it did win the IGN Anime of the Year award, so it's a great show. If y'all haven't seen that one either, now you're also in probably single-handedly one of the greatest arcs in anime history, the Chimera arc for Hunter x Hunter. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. When I first was getting put on to Hunter x Hunter, shout out to all my old friends that I used to hang out with. They used to tell me, "Hey, watch it, watch it." I used to be like, "Man, it's boring. I don't want to watch it, man." And then I finally watched Hunter x Hunter, sat down and watched it, and my God, is that such a peak anime? And the manga just came back out, so
Oh
anime
yeah,
fans are
yeah, it's back.
hoping, yeah, that it comes for a second run. Would you like to return to that universe?
Oh yeah. Cheetu was my first anime character. My voice was a little higher back then. I could still do the voice, but like, I could switch it up and do another character. My boy Cheetu's not with us anymore, but I can come back as another cool character, more seasoned as a voice actor.
Hey, I can see it, man, because you've been killing it lately. And also,
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
why do you think this particular arc has such an impact with the anime fans even to this day?
I think it's because all the Chimera ants have different personality traits, and Cheetu's the childish one. You have Colt, who's like the kind of pragmatic one. Then you have King, and it all leads up to that. And I think it's just so many different animals, Chimera ants. All their personalities like making them lovable and memorable. You have Shiapoof, you have Neferpitu, you have all the various ants, and just the storytelling, just the build up. You don't know what to expect, and then you see King like his development. Um, yeah, it has heart, it has personality, and it has memorable characters. I think
Hey,
that's
I
what it
agree
is.
with you. Some do say that they feel like Solo Leveling's recent arc felt kind of familiar. Why do you think that is?
I guess because they're called hunters, and I haven't finished solo leveling, so but I'm guessing it's just like the whole like, are there ants in there in that second? Yeah, it's so it's that it's the fact that they're called hunters, and the acting is just like top tier. Alex Lee, I'm a fan of him myself actually. Think I met him once. Love to work with him one day. But yeah, I can't fully answer that because I haven't seen Solo Leveling season 2 yet, all of it. So, but I'm guessing it's because of the hunter and the ant aspects of it.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Because it's completely different storytelling to me, but I could see the similarities and why people would go that route on that take.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about something, right, that you was a part of, that your IMDb says, and mind you, anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Miles Morales, especially with the new the Sony animation trilogy that's going
Oh
on
yeah,
there
me
with
too. Favorite
Into the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and the next one Beyond the Spider-Verse. You were recently in one of those, Across the Spider-Verse. At what aspect? Like, who did you play and what did you do and how was that whole experience?
So I was part of a loop group, which is like the background voices. They don't tell you what it is when you get it. So when you find out what it is, it's crazy. You're like, what? I'm on Spider-Verse? And it was awesome. I played one of the Spider-Men like during like, the whole like when they're all like pointing at each other. I think I voiced one of them. I'm a civilian in like one of the bank heist scenes, or like the beginning scene with Gwen, when she's fighting Vulture. So we see the whole movie before it comes out, and we scrub through it, and then like where's the scene where there's atmosphere, like the director will be like, okay, you voice this character, okay, you voice this character, and we just create the whole experience. Like we like add to the experience, create that atmosphere. So whether it's a random spider person or a civilian or a cop, that's us. It's a good way to be a part of these big films, even though, while we're building our own careers. Sometimes they'll give us a speaking part, sometimes they'll give us like a role, like 5 lines, and we stand out. It just depends on the whole workflow and the vibe of us recording. So yeah, that was really fun because Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man. I played the games, I read the comics, I watched the movies, and I connect with Miles because he looks like me. He looks like us. He's African American and Puerto Rican, and you know, we all knew that Spider-Man should be black. Like, a Spider-Man should be black. Um, so I'm glad that we finally got our black Spider-Man, and he connects with so many people. I can't even decide who my favorite Miles is. I mean, Najee's played him the most, but Shamik's portrayal of Miles is great too because he just I don't know he's so he has that like groundedness like that something about him that like that I connect with. I can't explain it like his essence. Like he does great work. And I did audition for Miles in that movie as well. And the fact that I feel like me and him have similar voices. Maybe it's that our voices are pretty similar. And so when he got it, I'm like, okay, that's what they're going for. I'm close to that. Okay. Congrats
Hey
to
man, don't
Shamik.
never stop because
Yeah.
you already know. Like if you feel like that's what they're going for, and you know that there's gonna be more iterations of this character moving forward, whether it
Oh
be
yeah.
animes, animations, animated movies, things like that. Hey man, keep that dream and hope alive for real, for
Oh
real.
yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about before we get too deep into things, right? The strikes was pretty heavy
Oh
on
yeah.
everybody and
11 months.
lasted months, caused a lot of failed projects due to marketing purposes, people not being able to promote or not wanting to promote, which had their own reasons and right or wrong reasons, whatever the case may be, right? I don't want to get too deep into the politics, but now that the strikes are finally over and everybody's able to talk about these projects, you're in Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. And I'm
Yeah.
so mad because the project ended up coming out around that time where you couldn't do no promotion or marketing for it.
Oh
So
yeah.
tell us a
Yeah, it was
little
at the
bit
tail
about the
end, yeah.
game and the character you play.
Well, Fatal Fury is part of the legendary King of Fighters series. It's like up there with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. And I play a legacy character, Duck King. When I got this audition, I read for a few characters beforehand. I know the cast director very well. And then when I got Duck King, I'm like, he kind of fits my energy. Like, he's energetic, he's funny, he's loud. I could be all those things. And, when I read for him, the cast director actually called me and was like, hey, Cedric, guess what? You booked Duck King. I'm like, what? So I recorded that maybe a year ago. And
Hmm.
then she says it's gonna be a while for your character to come out, but just be patient. And I'm also hearing that he may be DLC, so we'll probably see more of him. But the fact that it's rumored, I don't know for sure. It's rumored, and I'm hoping he's DLC because I want to play him more. Uh, I look so for a character like this that's so beloved that so many people want in the game, I had to do my research. I watched a ton of videos of him, his gameplay, his energy, and I just embodied the character and I had so much fun during those sessions. Talking about Ganachi, him being my new protege, and getting to interact with the Terry Bogard, who I know very well, the voice actor that voices him. We were in the same acting class, and when he found out that I was Duck King, he was like, we couldn't talk about it out loud, but he was like, Duck King? I'm like, yeah. It's like, hey.
Hey, let's go, man. Well, congratulations on that
Thank you.
for sure, for sure. Speaking of video games, you're a gamer yourself. And
Oh
now you
yeah.
even took it a step farther and became a VTuber. Tell us a little bit about the transition about that. Has it always been on your mind? Like, hey, I want to do this streaming thing. And how is that working out for you?
I've always been curious about it. One a VTuber that I am really inspired by is Sayu, which is Alejandro Saab, who's a very successful voice actor. What I like about him is that he's able to balance being a successful voice actor and being a VTuber. So I would see his stuff occasionally, and I was like, how do you do that? Like it's a lot that you had to do. And eventually, like a couple years, I was just like, just so curious about it. I was seeing his success. I was seeing other VTubers having fun, like Iron Mouse. Um, and I was just like, why is there no information on how to do this? Like, why are people gatekeeping? So I eventually, like, when I want to do something and be good at it, I lock in. I become a sponge. So I did so much research, like I did for Duck King and how to get into voice acting. I have these like moments where I just I just stay in my room, focus, and get all the information. So then I eventually like come up with the concept. Uh, and then I find out that my artist who did my Kabru prints, she made VTube models. And so I'm like, I love her art. So I'm like, I want my character to be your art. And so we went over the ideas, and I came up with my VTuber, which is Adagio the hero, the sloth hero VTuber. I'm naturally more energetic, so I wanted something that's opposite of me. Adagio is calm, chill, collected. He's a hero, so he's kind of like a Boy Scout too, but he has a little bit of a mischievous side as well. And sloths are my favorite animals, and I love superheroes. Actually, when I got the first design, someone was like, "He looks like a My Hero character," and I'm like, "Wait, hero? What name can I do with that?" So I tried to find out names that represent slowing down, and then I eventually came up with Adagio, the hero. Like that has a nice ring to it. I build his
Oh,
lore, and it takes a little bit to get it going, because it's a lot of stuff you got to get. You got to get the live 2D art. You got to get it rigged. You got to get like all the assets, like emotes and backgrounds and stingers, and so it was a lot. It was like a year process.
ooh,
And then
man.
I started streaming on TikTok a little bit, posting videos, built a little bit of a following, and then I eventually started streaming as of 2 months ago on um 2 months in the recording of this on Twitch. And I've gotten so much love, became affiliated in a week, and I'm just really having a lot of fun because it is something I do at night. I always say this, like voice actor by day, VTuber by night. And I'm able to still voice act, my skills and like experience of being a voice actor and put into this character. And it's still me. Like sometimes I lean into the lore a little bit, but then it's eventually it's me. I still get energetic, even though he's a sloth. When I get excited, I play stuff like Pokemon, Minecraft, Kingdom Hearts, and a ton of retro games. And I'm still finding my way. But all the VTubers that I've collabed with, that have helped me out, that have given me advice, they they just it's been that's how I learned because so many VTubers they loved my work. So they were just like, "Wait, you want a VTube now? Say less. Let me help you." So shout out to Bell Beeps. Shout out to Moonbee. Shout out to Spats. Like shout out to Kai Lazuli and all the other VTubers that have helped me out on my way. So thank you guys so much.
Hey, man, I love that for you, man. It's almost like you found a second passion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you could tell the way you talking about it, man, how passionate you are about it. And that's the dopest thing when you get to achieve something like that and work at something you love and love working on it, it's the best thing in the world. So let people know where to follow you at. So also the links will be provided for you in the description below if you want to check out the streams or anything. But let people know where to find you at.
All right, you can find my VTube models TikTok at Adagio Hero VT on TikTok, and it's the same on Twitch, Adagio Hero VT.
And we'll
Um,
definitely have those links provided for y'all. So tap in. Now, there's also something else y'all gonna want to tap in with right now, too, because we're about to get into the recommendation side of things, right? But before we get into that and the giveaway, that's right, man. We're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and a David Forsyth autograph from Soul the Bad Guy from Guilty Gear. Stay tuned for more information on that. Before we get there, though, we're about to get into a fun part of the show that we call Dub This Sentence. Now, you can, three different voices. Can you dub, I didn't eat the last slice of pizza? Okay, maybe I did.
okay. Oh, I didn't eat the last slice of pizza. All right, I did. That's Cheetu. Let's
Hey,
see.
that's fire.
Let's see. Who else? Um, Trying to go
Hey,
through
let us
my.
get slow. Let us get slow.
Okay. Oh, Adagio the Hero.
Yeah, Dagio.
I didn't eat the last slice of pizza. Okay, I did. Yeah, he's a little bit more. He's my real voice, just slightly more like dragged out a little bit. But he could be energetic too. And let's see. Let's do a. Oh, my character DJ in Droners. I didn't eat the last slips. I didn't eat the last slice of pizza. All right, I did.
Hey, let's go. Man, I love when y'all get into character like that. That's part of the reason why I do this. I get so hyped up. And I feel like that's such a talent and shows your range, right? Because you could break character, well, not break character, but go into this character and then turn around and be somebody completely different. When did you learn that was something special and you knew you had something special?
Well, I've a lot of the characters I do is just a slight variation of my voice. Like, those three characters other than the last one was just like just me, just different like slight personality shifts or slight tonal shifts. I play characters where I got to go really crazy, but like I've always had like this unique voice. Always was made fun of for it. Either being too nerdy or nasally or speaking too proper. And I didn't know voice acting was a thing, but I just found myself like love mimicking these characters that I watched in cartoons. SpongeBob was one of the ones that I loved the most. Um, and it just sort of, while I was pursuing on camera acting, the voice acting just sort of, I fell into it because it just felt, you ever did something and it just feels right? Like it feels at home. It feels like, it just it's something that you should have done a long time ago, but you didn't know that you could do it. Um, so yeah, like I think that's how I found that it just when I was pursuing it and stuff just started to fall into place, and I found out like, oh, people actually like casting me for stuff. Like, oh, I think I'm pretty good at this. Oh, they just want my regular voice. It made me appreciate my own voice that I was made fun of for. Um, Loving my instrument. And yeah, that's I'm not sure if I answered your question, but
Nah,
yeah,
you
like
definitely did. And if you didn't, that was damn sure a good answer for it, man, because it felt authentic. It definitely felt authentic. And basically the question was, when did you realize it was a talent? Like when did you realize that it was something special?
I think it was when I booked my first cartoon. It was a Cartoon Network pilot called Lasso and Comet. It didn't get picked up, but the fact that I got chosen to be a part of Cartoon Network during the time, I was like, someone actually gave me a chance, and I got to work with Richard Horvitz, who's the voice of Invader Zim, and Daggett in Angry Beavers, and Billy and Mandy, and I got to be a part of that. Okay, this is legit. Especially like when you're an actor and you're trying out for these roles and you don't get anything, and then the first thing you get, that's when you realize that maybe this is for me, you know?
Mm. Hey, I love that, man. What? Woo! Stuff like that, man. When you come into age stories and self love stories, man, and on that journey to greatness, I love stories like that. Now, heroes, I know y'all been waiting for this, so let's get into the recommendations. Y'all know how the rules apply. The giveaway is a Nintendo Switch 2 or a PlayStation 5. Now, listen, if I don't reach out to you personally, do not give anybody your information or nothing like that in the comments if I do not reach out to you personally. Also, we are also giving away a David Forsyth um, signed autograph of Soul the Bad Guy from Guilty Gear. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway, Cedric's going to sit here and give us a rundown of recommendations that you should go watch that kind of maybe flew under the radar or needs a little more love. All you got to do is check them out, come back, leave a comment on how you felt about those recommendations, and you enter the giveaway. We will announce the winner at our 5K milestone, which we're already halfway there. So, Cedric, go ahead and give us recommendations that these heroes should go watch.
All right, the first one is very close to my heart. It's called FriendZSpace. It's on Peacock, all 52 episodes. It's a kid show about three kids that go to different planets and they make friends with aliens. It teaches kids how to accept people no matter what background they come from, no matter what world they come from. I play Leo, and the reason this character is I'm so close to this character because the character was originally white, and when they cast me, they made him African American and gave him some of my personality traits. You know, he's just a younger version of me. You know, he loves kung fu movies and he's super energetic and he loves pizza. Maybe I should have did this voice for the pizza slice dub. And then another one that I love is Boris and Rufus. It's on Amazon Prime. It's about these two friends. One is a ferret and the other one is a dog. The ferret actually thinks he's a dog. He's the goofy one. I play Boris, who's like the kind of mean, pragmatic one. I never voice characters like that. I usually voice characters like Rufus. But you know, he's this really like angry dog who doesn't really like doing stuff. He finds everything annoying. Ugh. It reminds me of one of those early 2000s sort of shows where like the show starts off normal and then like something weird happens towards the end. It's a really fun show. I think there's like 12 episodes out. Another one I like to recommend is Droners. Droners, we have two seasons. I play three characters on that.
Woo! Let's go.
The first one I play is Adam. He is Egyptian themed. Oh, first let me tell you what the show's about. This one's a high action show. It's about these young adults who race drones, and each drone has like a theme to it. Like, and they have these genie spirits that are inside the drones, and they're fighting to protect their island. Um, Adam, he's like the Egyptian themed character. Adam's more Adam's more like this. He's more hmm. He believes he's better than everybody. He has a twin sister, and he also, you know, he just looks down on everyone like this. Um, yeah, my twin sister's played by the talented Tiana Camacho, so shout out to her. Um, I also play Shino. Shino is like he's from the ice island. He's really like closed off and distant, and he kind of sounds like this. Yes, that's right. I'm Shino. Please stay away from me. And then we have the character that I did during that dub. His name is DJ. He is a DJ, and he's larger than life, and he has dreadlocks, and he likes to throw the biggest parties on the island, baby. Yeah.
Hey, the range that you did within that show, you got me hyped to see it now. It's called Drones?
Droners.
Droners.
Yeah. I forgot what app it's on. But it is
High Dive, maybe?
it's not wait, is it Pluto TV? It might be Pluto.
Crunchyroll?
No, that one's like that's a French dub, but it's not a Japanese anime. It's
Mm.
I believe it's on Pluto TV, that one. And then the final one is Ghost Force, made by the same people who made Miraculous. It's in the same universe. I also hear we're supposed to be doing a crossover really soon. I'm really,
Ooh.
Miraculous is one of the biggest and one of the like most beloved series out right now. So the fact that we are in the same universe is an honor, and I can't wait for us to get our season 2, which was announced already, and we get the crossover with Miraculous because that'll really like get people's attention for the show. It's slightly different than Miraculous. We have it's like a monster of the week sort of thing. It's about these 3 kids who get the powers of ghost powers, and they fight ghosts that are trying to terrorize the city. I play 2 characters in that. I play Drake Miller, who's like the kind of the bully character. Um, yeah, he's popular. He plays basketball, and he's a rival to the main character. Yeah, Drake Miller's kind of like this. Yeah, I'm the most handsome, and I'm the best basketball player at the school. Baker can't handle this. What you talking about? Like he's cool. And then I play Globu. Globu is the 4th member of the Ghost Force. He's an
Mm.
orange android made by the doctor who they work for, and he's this AI who's kind of childish and he doesn't really know how to be human yet. But Globu sounds like this. For this one, I was inspired by Baymax from Big Hero 6. Why didn't I do this during your? I'm gonna do that pizza thing again with these characters because I forgot that I could do these.
Hey man, your range is
Can we
crazy.
do that pizza
Man.
thing again?
You want
And
to
you
do the
cut
pizza
it.
thing again?
And you cut it.
I got you. Go ahead, heroes. We doing the pizza joint again. This is better
Okay.
for me, to be honest. Let's get it.
Okay.
You wanted the sentence again?
Yeah.
All right. The sentence is, I didn't eat the last slice of pizza. Okay, maybe I did.
I did not eat the last slice of pizza. Okay, I did. Man, I didn't eat the last slice of pizza. I I did. I'm gonna just add those
Hey,
2 in there.
let's go, man. I love it, bro. Your range is incredible, man. It is
Thanks, man.
incredible, and especially in some of the shows you've been in. You named 2 shows, right? And bro, y'all gotta show this man some love in the comments. I know y'all are, but he just performed. Mind you, we don't get this a lot when we get interviews. You just put on for 2 different shows, right? You played 3 different characters, and you gave us each character's interpretation of how you performed it, and they are so different,
Thank you.
so different.
When I was given the task of doing 3 characters, I'm like, uh-oh, never done that before. Okay, how do I make them different? So the picture really helps. Like in Droners, when I do 3, since Adam is, I put the voice in a place in my body. When I imagine someone who looks down on someone, their voice is in their nose. Like, so they talk like this. I actually got inspired by Stewie Griffin for Adam. And then he lives in a cold environment. So I made his voice cold. I made it distant. And I also was inspired by Todd Habercorn. So I kind of add his cadence in there like this. And then DJ, I wanted him, he's larger than life. So he needs to sound like someone that can make a party exciting, And since he does produce music, he has to have that kind of swagger about him too. Yeah, woo! And he, like kind of
Man,
like
I'm trying to think who you sound like with that voice.
that's actually like that voice inspired my performance for Duck King too, because Duck King kind of has Duck King's kind of like this. Terry Bogard, woo! Like he's a little bit more raspy than DJ, but that's kind of like the vibes I got, because Duck King is also a DJ. So yeah, we sometimes use voices we use for other characters, but because it's a different world and a different vibe, it can be, it's slightly different, but it's still a different character, even though it's similar in voice.
Tough though, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Incredible talent, man. All right. So now we're coming to the universal questions. I ask all my guests this. These are your personal opinions, though. Nothing else matters but your opinions. Now we're gonna go straight to the big one. This list changes for me every time I ask it to other guests. I can't create this list for myself for nothing because I love so many different characters. But give me your top 5 fictional characters of all time. You can go books, animes, mangas, TV shows, wherever you want to go, movies. Who are your top 5 fictional characters?
SpongeBob, Miles Morales, um, Sora from Kingdom Hearts,
Hmm.
um, Sonic the Hedgehog. Who's the 5th one? Who means a lot to me? Who do I have a lot of merch of? And oh, I always get stuck on the 5th one. Oh, Luffy.
Hey, I love it. How you feel about the live action series on Netflix?
I love it. Everybody is incredible. Everybody brings it. They really embody all the characters from the anime, like, but they do it their own way. And I love that it's the right amount of cartoony but still grounded. And I can't wait for season 2. We get Chopper finally.
Hey, I just about to ask you about Chopper. But all right, the next question is a little harder, right? Who are you putting on your Mount Rushmore of voice actors? The goats of the goats, the greatest voice actors of all time. What is your Mount
Yes.
Rushmore?
Tom Kenny,
Mhm.
Cree Summer.
She's a goat.
Oh yes,
And she was
definitely.
just in Ironheart, which
Hey, oh yeah, she was. I need an anime voice actor in there. Um, Johnny Young Bosch.
yo, that is my goat right there. That's my favorite voice actor of all time, man. I got
I
a chance
think.
to meet him. I didn't
Oh,
even know how to
nice.
act, bro. I fanned out. I feel
Me
embarrassed.
too, bro. Like actually, he was the first voice actor that I met. Like I think it was at the Grove, and I think he just finished doing a concert, and then I saw him. This one I was really new. I didn't have any credits to my name, but we had the same agent, and that was like my kind of icebreaker. I'm like, hey Johnny, hi, what's up, man? We had the same agent, and I just want to say how much you mean to me, man. Like I love your work. Yeah, and he was very nice,
He
and
is.
yeah, he's a great guy.
He is.
I'll never forget my first encounter with him. And fourth, okay, you know what? I do love Troy Baker. He's one of my favorites, but I gotta put a actress that's been inspiring me so much lately, spiritually, and that's Deborah Wilson.
Mm.
I gotta put her on there.
Respectable. I love it. I love that list, man. You can't go wrong when you got Johnny Young Bosch on your list, man. And Cree Summers. So shout out to all the voice actors out there. Thank all of y'all for your work, including
Oh yeah,
yourself,
you all
Cedric.
inspire me. Every
Yeah,
last one
including
of you.
yourself, Cedric, man. This
Thank you.
platform is to give you your flowers for all the characters that you played and so many emotional beats you hit, whether it was making us laugh, angering us, or you feel what I'm saying, or just making us feel like we really, really cared for these characters because right now dubbed anime is at its peak.
Oh yeah,
More and
definitely.
more people are watching dubbed anime across the world, and it's getting so much better than what we
Oh
used to
yeah.
have before. Before it was like certain shows really had the best dubbed voice acting, right? And then certain
Oh
shows
yeah.
was okay. Now the amount of love and dedication y'all put into these shows really screams volumes. And I
Oh
just want to
yeah.
say thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Like, we're all a lot of the voice actors I know that do anime. We all love the source material. We love the manga. We love the original Sayu that voice the character. And, we know that people love it, so we're gonna put our all into it. I know I do, and I know a lot of my friends do. So, and the directors actually care, it's people when they put love and passion into something, that's when you get the products that you were mentioning, like anime. That's why anime is at its peak because We love it, and we put our heart and soul into every performance. We don't phone it in. Well, at least I don't. Um, you know, I'm figuring every voice actor that you talk to will say the same thing, that they love what they do and that they're passionate about it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. But before you
Thank
go, are there any upcoming conventions or projects you're able to talk about?
I will be appearing at OkiCon. I believe it's in
Hey.
Oklahoma in
Oh, you
November.
coming here? This is where I just moved. I just moved to Oklahoma, man. Bought a
Oh,
house out
snap.
here. Yeah, I'll be
Hey.
actually in next month. I'll be, if anybody's watching this and want to show up, man, I will be at Oklahoma Comic Con.
Oh,
So,
snap. Okay.
yeah, so you're gonna be
Hey.
at OkiCon?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there. And
When is that?
I think it's in November. It's in November.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I might got time. You might just see me because I'm trying to
Hey.
get real familiar with the state and with the conventions. I'm trying to, go do live interviews,
Yeah.
interaction with fans, cosplayers, voice actors, get
Yeah.
media badges, things like that. So I might just pop up on you, man.
You're doing a good job, man. Like, congrats to you on, all the stuff you mentioned. Do they know about the stuff you told me about before, the accomplishments, or is that like secret
Oh,
stuff?
well, I hope they do. If y'all don't, man, big shout out to everybody that's been showing support and love. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's Voice of the Heroes Podcast YT. And I just announced that we just became partnered with Bandai Namco Collective Creative Team. So I'll be streaming a lot of their games, their upcoming games, doing reviews, reactions, things like that. Hopefully, the plan is, y'all, this is the plan. When games start to come out for Bandai, I'm going to try my hardest to interview voice actors that will be a part of the game. That way you get double the experience. You get the behind the scenes look and you get the gameplay and the playthrough and
Let's
the
go.
reviews and reactions. And also, we just got partnered on YouTube. So currently, when you see this video, you'll be able to become a member of the channel, which I'm gonna drop. By the time this comes out, they're gonna be dropped. But I'm dropping the Corey Wilder and the R. Bruce Elliott interview strictly for members. So those will be strictly for membership. So I'll be dropping other interviews in the future for members only, special Discord. And after every episode, even after this one right here, there will be credits rolling with all of our members that support in the channel. So make sure you get your membership, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe by supporting. Thank you so much for that, Cedric. But let us know where they can follow you at and stay up to date for role announcements
Oh,
and
yes.
cons and stuff like that.
Yes. I got a few things coming out that I'm working on right now, a few video games, a few animes. I can't talk about them right now. Maybe some season twos of stuff that I've already been in. You guys can find me on I'm gonna plug my personal social medias, and I'll plug my VTube stuff again. On Instagram is Cedric L. Williams on Instagram. Twitter, I don't get on Twitter that much, but it's Ced Williams Jr. Um, on TikTok, it's Cedric Williams VO. Let me check that. Let me see this because I have two. Is it
Oh,
Cedric
you
Williams?
you
Yeah.
hooping over there. Okay.
Oh yeah, Cedric Williams VO. And then TikTok, Adagio Hero VT, which is my VTube character, like we mentioned earlier, and on Twitch, it's Adagio Hero VT on Twitch TV.tv.
And remember, heroes and villains, all links will be provided for you in the description. All you got to do is scroll down to this video. You'll see all the links. You'll also see, stuff about the giveaway. And it's very simple. Like I said, just if you don't remember, just go back, check out the recommendations that Cedric has gave y'all. Come back, comment about any one of them. Let us know how you felt about any one of those series or characters that he's voiced, and enter the giveaway, and you will receive a Nintendo Switch 2 or PS5 on your choice, and also a Forsyth signed autograph of Soul the Bad Guy from Guilty Gear. Now, if I personally do not reach out to you through my Discord or some other means, please do not give any of your personal information away or contact anyone, because I would not ask you for any shipping money or anything like that. So please beware of what's going on YouTube. Got it? Great. Also, one last thing before I let y'all go. Make sure you love yourself, pass that love on, and love others. And if nobody told you so, just know your boy love you. This has been our episode with Cedric L. Williams. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all. Voice of the Hero signing out.
Sing it with me, pretty Cali, pretty Cali.